No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
All right, everybody, welcome back to more Ignorance in Basketball. Now, before we break this game down, we have some big announcements on the channel. I know a lot of you guys missed the highlights. You're like, these videos are perfect. Everything you do has changed my life. I've become wealthy. I found the love of my life. I have a job and family that fulfill me now because of you, Kamal. And I owe it all to you. And you're right, and I appreciate it. But you guys want more, and I understand that because I love me some me too. And we had trouble with the highlight stuff. YouTube would take the videos down and demonetize everything, but we have found a way around it because this channel has officially been approved for the YouTube membership system. Is it a system? Is it a militia? I don't know what it is, but we can do YouTube memberships now. So every single Suns game, I will be going over the highlights. And if you're a part of either tier, you will have full access to all the highlights. I'm also going to do just games that I think are interesting. So if that Sixers-Nets game, we're going to go over that. And we're going to do shout outs. Editor Kamal here. And I just realized that I didn't tell you guys where you can actually become members of the channel. You just press the little join button by the name of the channel and magic happens. So I hope that explains it, and I also hope that all of your dreams come true. Let's get back to the video. At the end of every video for both tiers, and the biggest difference between the first and second tier is that for the live streams where we may or may not be watching the games on Discord, I don't know what goes on in there. I remember for the playoffs, they fill up quickly, and we can only let a certain amount of people in. So if you're a member of the second tier, you will automatically have a spot. Doesn't matter when you come in. If you come in and it's full, somebody's getting kicked out. So that's just how it works. I wish everybody could join, but I didn't create Discord because if I did, I would be really, really rich. With all that being said, if you guys have any questions about the membership stuff, feel free to DM me at Ignorance in Basketball. And if you join, I appreciate it. It's a great way to support the channel, support the cult. But let's get into the game because obviously Chris Paul is out. And let me clarify what I said in the last video. My dumbass, I looked it up. I just Googled real quick because I was in a bit of a frantic state. I was eating dinner, just see the notification on my phone and was not in a good mood. But I just Googled when did the playoffs start and it said June 9th. But I didn't read underneath that said the finals. But Google, if I'm asking when the playoffs start, tell me when the playoffs start. Don't tell me when the finals are. It's kind of Google's fault, but I am the leader of this cult, so I have to take accountability. Now, obviously, Chris Paul being out, it's not good. I thought he had more time, obviously. I thought he had like an extra 2 months. It looks like he's going to come back right when the playoffs start now. It's 6 to 8 weeks, so it's like, is he going to miss some of the first round? Is he going to get there a week before the first round? We don't know. Now, hopefully, Chris eats plenty of vegetables, gets plenty of rest, and doesn't play any more games while his hand is broken, all-star or not. All-star or not. You need to sit your old ass down and stop bullshitting, okay? Because the Suns have rings to win. Before this game started, I was looking at 3 things. How DA was going to look, because without Chris Paul, spoon feeding him, is he just going to be ass or is he actually going to dominate? I mean, if you're going to call yourself dominating, dominate. Don't take off a bunch of games. This guy takes off more games than anybody on the team. So that was one thing I was looking at. Another thing was if Devin was actually going to get open looks or not. I saw in one ESPN video, they said when Chris isn't on the floor with Devin, 97% of Devin's shots are contested. And I was like, well, that's not good because he's going to be getting a lot of time without him. So, yeah, I was definitely looking at that. And then how are they in the clutch? And also, who are they going to start? So let's start with the DA thing. He didn't look great. I haven't gone over his numbers yet, but I know they weren't good from the eye test. So I'm wondering, now it could be a couple things. It could be he just took the game off, which we've seen him do plenty of times. It could be because of the All-Star break. People usually aren't going to be super fresh unless you're Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, apparently. right after the break. You took a week off, so there's usually going to be a little bit of rust. So it could be that, or it could be just Chris Paul's not playing and he's not as good. So, as the season goes on, we'll see which one of those it was. Hopefully it's not the latter. Now, with Devin getting open looks, I do think they should play him off the ball a little bit more. They're trying to do the Devin at the point guard thing, which he can do, but I think we all would agree in this cult that Devin is the most effective just as a scorer. He can play make, but he should be scoring. That's what he likes to do. That's what he's the best at. Just let him do that. You have a couple people who can pass on this team and get him off the ball. Like Aaron Holiday has been great. He was such a great pickup. I don't think he missed today. It's like he's so good, he's already making up for Elfrid Payton's past mistakes. He's like, I'm not only going to do my thing, but I know Elfrid Payton has had like 17 games where he was like 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from the field. So I'm going to make up for his field goal percentage too and just go 100% from the field. So that way he balances out past games from Elfrid. That's a real team player, okay? That's what a real team player looks like. So Aaron Holiday, I think, is somebody that could get him off the ball. Now, he's not going to be passing like Chris Paul, but nobody is. Campaign when he comes back. And, maybe putting Elfrid in the game a little bit. He can pass, kind of, and maybe it'll take some pressure off of Devin. Maybe not, though, because when Elfrid is on the floor, the spacing is just bad, so TBD. And honestly, all jokes aside, I do kind of feel bad for Elfrid Payton because he was a starter on a playoff team last season, and now he can't even crack the rotation. Like the guy who just came in on a guy who just got with the team, who it's not even like a Torrey Craig where he came back, a guy who they just got, who wasn't even like a real starter in the league, just took his minutes. It's a damn shame, but I feel bad, but not bad enough to reverse that decision because Aaron Holiday has been balling, and I'm all for it. The guy just doesn't mess up. He makes the right pass, he can shoot, he doesn't take dumb shots, and he plays good defense. It's like, what more could you ask for in a backup point guard? Yeah, the Devin thing, it's like, I don't know how they can get around it, but it would be nice to see Devin to play off the ball a little bit more. And also, take the L. If it comes between playing Devin 43 minutes in a game or losing, lose. You have I guess now you have 7 games ahead of Golden State. You should be fine. Even if you get the second seed, it's not the end of the world. Although I will say having a home court advantage against Golden State in the Western Conference Finals, I think would be huge because we know how obnoxious their fans are. And I do think the Suns have the best fans in the league. And I'm not just saying that. After everything I saw last season, I really believe that. So, but there's a balance. Especially early on, it's not a big deal if you lose a couple games. And as far as the clutch, I would say the team was muy bien in the clutch. It was a 5-point game with 5 minutes left. And I saw something like the last 3 minutes of the game, they went on a 17-4 run. So I got no complaints about how they handled it, even though it is against an Oklahoma City team that is garbage. So I get that. But hey, man, you got to play who's in front of you. That's what I've been told. Now, we all saw that they started Cam, but to be real, I wouldn't be shocked if Aaron Holiday is going to crack that starting lineup because, the guy didn't miss. And like I said, he just makes the right decision. So I know he's still really new with the team, but I think starting him would be a good decision because you can get Devin off the ball a little bit, get his minutes down a little bit. He played 38, which was way more than everybody else. You got to get his minutes down. I know he's young, but you got to get his minutes down, especially with campaign out. So Aaron Holiday played 25 minutes. And why sit Elfrid in a game like this, So I would rather see Elfrid Payton play and you lose than Devin be in the high 30s, low 40s for the rest of the season. I want to see him around 35, 33, somewhere around there. Maybe even in the low 30s if you can. So especially against a team like this, and they're going to play, I'm pretty sure they play tomorrow too, so what else did I notice about this game? Shovelhead is back. It took me 15 minutes to bring him up because he didn't really do much Shocker, I know. He did hit a big three, so I got to give him that, but he was not great tonight. We'll see how bad it was when we go over the numbers. DA struggled, obviously. If you watched the game, didn't have to tell you that. Shea was balling, which is annoying. You need to stop. And Crowder was playing excellent D on Shea in the first half. Second half, not so much. But the first half, he was just punking him, stripping the ball out of his hands like he was a child, trapping him, forcing him to throw bad passes. The defense was muy bien. All right, let's go over the numbers. Mikal Bridges went off today. He gets the game ball. The man was muy bien. If it wasn't for Mikal, they would have lost this game easily. He had a lot of big plays. 10 of 17 from the field, 59%. Damn, 1 of 5 from three. Gonna need you to clean that up. 21 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 5 boards. The man was muy bien. Jay Crowder, he only played 25 minutes, 5 of 9 from the field, 56%, 2 of 3 from 3. He hit some. I mean, the game was kind of over when he hit them, but he did hit some threes late. 17 points. Damn, if you had told me Jay Crowder had 17 points, I would have laughed in your face. That was a very quiet 17. He had 4 steals. I told you he was punking them. 4 assists and 5 boards. DeAndre Ayton, yeah, very quiet. 3 of 5 from the field. 1 block, 2 steals, and 8 boards. You can do better. Damn, Cam Johnson was 7 of 12. 50% from 3. 21 points, 5 assists, 4 boards. No complaints there. Everybody shot very efficiently except for Shovelhead. Devin was 9 of 16. He was struggling a little bit. He hit some bigger ones late, though. I remember that. 1 of 4 from 3, though. 25 points, 4 turnovers. It's kind of expected. This man had 6 steals. He was doing a really good job on the defensive end. He had 12 assists, damn. 5 boards. This man had 25 and 12, and I did not notice. But yeah, he was a facilitator most of the game for sure. Aaron Holiday, 5 of 5 from the field. Elfrid Payton, take notes. 2 of 2 from 3. He had 5 assists, 12 points. He only had 1 turnover, 2 boards. I am all in on Aaron Holiday. I think they should sign him. I'm all for them signing him to like a 4 or 5 year deal. I mean, don't give him like, $60 million a year or anything, but like if they gave to Aaron Holiday what they gave to Shamet, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, anything to get rid of Shovelhead, to be honest. He was 3 of 9 when everybody else was hooping except for Torrey Craig. But Torrey Craig, we forgive you. Speaking of Torrey Craig, 1 of 5 from the field. They were all threes though. He had 3 points, 2 blocks. Shovelhead, take notes. 4 boards, and that's it. Not great. I was gonna say not bad, but yeah, that's not great. JaVale McGee did not ball out. 3 of 8 from the field. That is 38%. He finished with 9 points, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 8 boards, and yeah, that's it. Landry Shamet, 3 of 9, 2 of 6 from 3. He did have 1 big one late, and that's the only positive thing I can say. And he had 10 points, 1 assist, 2 boards. I just want to take a note. There is 1 player on the floor. There was 1 player on the Suns who was in the negatives as far as plus or minus. Guess who it was? Of course it was Shovelhead. Of course. Oh, and that reminds me. Also in the memberships, we have special emojis, and there may or may not be a Shovelhead one. Who knows what's going on in there? All right. The Suns shot 54% from the field, 38% from 3. It's pretty good. Watching the game, I felt like they did not shoot well from 3, but again, they hit a lot of big ones late. But it was ugly for a little bit. The game was probably a lot closer than it should have been, but again, it's hard to tell because there's so many factors. It's like they don't always play well against teams that are garbage. All-Star break and Chris Paul is not being there, so I didn't expect them to blow them out by 50. even though that would have been nice. But that's it. If you made it to the end, I do appreciate you. I'm going to hop on this Elden Ring because I've been waiting to play this game since I was 12 years old. It didn't exist then, it wasn't being made then, but this is what I've always wanted in a video game, you know what I mean? And I'm going to enjoy it because this is America. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.